You can feel the anticipation in the air. We're in Las Vegas. Hi, everyone. Time for more NBA Cup action. The Eastern Conference Semifinals are almost underway, and we can't wait. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Let's take a look at the numbers for Josh Hart.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Now, New York starting 5. Filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the 1. And for Orlando, Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Howard in at the 3 slot. In the 2024 NBA Cup East semifinal, Milwaukee defeated Atlanta 110-102.
And we saw the vision from what the Bucks were thinking with the Dame-Giannis pairing. I mean, Lillard had 25 points, Giannis with 32 points, 14 rebounds, and 9 assists.
Now here's Hart. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. Here's Banchero. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Towns a screen on Bane. Towns outside. From downtown, sinks the tray.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Suggs, the pass to Bane. Here's Banchero. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Brunson with a 6th sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
And while they've continued to progress into an elite defense, the Magic knew they had to improve offensively.
When balancing a roster is tricky, B.A., you don't want to lose that defensive identity, but you got to give up something to get something back.
Here's Banchero after the basket by New York. No good with the triple.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
New York working the ball around now. High post Towns. Carter's there, and the shot goes in. Towns has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Suggs, the pass to Howard. Banchero against Hart. Back to Howard. The 3 from Suggs. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, it's great to see Suggs become more and more confident as a jump shooter.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Guys, back to you.
Staying humble. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Orlando with the ball. The Knicks making their last shot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Bane, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
And Hart throws it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Now here's Bane. In the game against Miami, very impressive. That shot off. Clarkson with the defensive effort. Bridges passes to Hart. Over to the left wing. To the middle. It's Hart on the wing. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Bridges misses.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Bane finds Suggs. Here's Banchero. Launches it. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Hart passes to Brunson. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Takes the three, and it's Orlando with a rebound. On the wing, Bain. He's covered by Clarkson. And Banchero gets it to go.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
New York leading by 5. Brunson surveys. Pass to Hart. From deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. It's been all about NBA Cup championship game. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Anthony Black out there with Desmond Bain. Then it's Goga Batadze, and it's De Silva in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And one young guy who's really a good on-ball defender, Anthony Black.
Yeah, B.A., that's where he's made an immediate impact. He's a big guard, a smooth athlete, great body control, really tough to get past him, B.A. Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
McBride passes to Robinson. Screen by Robinson. Outside Anunoby. Here's McBride. Buries it from 3. McBride's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Yeah, one of the great things about Anunoby is he can take on so many roles. If he needs to facilitate, he can do that.
Bain into the lane. And Batadze throws it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. And Banchero's checked in for Orlando. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for New York. Clarkson comes in for Yabusele. Now here's Towns. 14 points for him last game against Toronto.
Yeah, and how about his work on the defensive side, swatting away several shot attempts.
Bridges. Pass to Towns. Here's Banchero into the lane. Oh, what a drive from Banchero.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Towns outside. And here's Bridges. Outside McBride. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Banchero.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Batadze with a screen. And a miss there on the triple. Knicks leading by 4. And really the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
And the ball out of play, the Knicks will have it. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Knicks. They've started strong this year, holding the second place spot. And check it out, Orlando, back 2.5 games.
You know, for the Knicks, many of us experts earmarked them as favorites this season. And you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Towns getting it done under the hoop.
Well, Towns is a great outside shooter, but I prefer it when he goes to work inside.
Suggs finds Howard. Now here's Banchero. Carter, a screen on Towns. Oh, there's the alley. Carter can't get it to go.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
Clarkson for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. And it's a 9-point Knick lead.
A real source of instant offense. Clarkson is not shy when it comes to shooting the ball.
Howard, the pass to Banchero. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Howard against Anunoby. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Howard, the pass to Banchero. Carter from outside. And another miss by Orlando.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Clarkson for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And Clarkson can drain them with ease from that range. No problem for him on that 3.
Here's Banchero. Orlando again missing. Now Brunson. Over Suggs. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? Keep making good. Ever played the game. We got more guys on the floor who can shoot the ball, more guys who can handle and pass. So the game is at its height. There is always going to be things that can be improved, but we've got to really appreciate what we're seeing in today's players.
Checking out the...
Oh,
wow!
oh my!
Hammer it home!
What a powerful dunk by Towns, showing the rim no mercy.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Magic trail by 16. Suggs with it. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Carter, a screen on Hart. Back to Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well in screen and rolls.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Up top, Bridges. Guarded by Howard. And the basket by Bridges.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Banchero against Hart. 6 to shoot. Outside Bain. 4-3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And here's Brunson from the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Magic are building something. Paolo Banchero said, quote, "It's been a long time coming. The fans have been waiting for the Magic to be good and to be challengers, even contenders. There is a lot of excitement in the city right now. We're just building and feeding off of that. Back to you."
They've got their fans fired up. All right, thank you, Allie. Now here's Suggs. Carter, the pass to Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around. The 3 from Suggs. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for New York. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Brunson on the take. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Brunson's got 8.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Outside Bain. Pass to Banchero. Picked by Carter. Fires from deep. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250, Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, BA, he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Batase's checked in for Carter. De Silva comes in for Howard. Black's checked in for Bain. And it's Jones in for Suggs. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Anunoby's checked in. Here's De Silva. Anunoby covering. Pass to Banchero. Batase with a screen. Banchero no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Anunoby passes to Bridges. Towns on a screen from outside the arc. Orlando with the rebound. And following this one, they'll take on the Nuggets in Denver. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Batase finds Jones. Here's De Silva. Anunoby covering. Back to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Sinks it from distance. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Hart. Now Anunoby. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the Knicks lead by 17.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
On target from range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Brunson outside. No good that time. Jones feels it out. Shoots over Hart. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the New York Knicks. We are 4th period Cup semifinal. One team goes to the championship round. The other will have to wait until next season for another shot at the NBA Cup. They've got Goga Batase, Anthony Black out there with Desmond Bain. And it's De Silva in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Magic trail by 14. And it's Black penetrating. It's hauled in by Robinson.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
New York making a switch here. Yabusele's checked in. Black outside. Pass to De Silva. Now here's Bain. Fires the 3. The rebound by Yabusele.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Now here's Towns. Now McBride. Black defending. Just 4 to shoot. Yabusele can't hit. Pass to Black. Batase with a screen from the arc. Orlando again missing.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Yabusele the screen. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Yabusele's got his first points of the night. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Banchero.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
And here's Suggs. The kick out to Banchero. Carter, a screen on Hart. From deep, Banchero. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
Outside Hart. Now Towns. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Towns fires. Can't hit it. Magic trail by 13. Suggs surveys the D. Carter, a screen on Brunson. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Hart with a rebound. New York leading by 13. Now Towns. Oh, Towns drops the hammer.
Yeah, this is what makes Towns an all-star caliber player. He has the ability to take over games by himself.
Payne. No good from 3. And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. They led by as many as 18. Hart with a screen on Suggs. Now Hart. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
It really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Let's check in with Allie LaForce for an injury update on Mitchell Robinson. Allie?
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Knicks about his status. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. They've decided this is an injury that can be played through, but we'll see if it's a limiting factor. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
Well, that's a big setback for him and his team. But look, with all the advances in sports medicine, training staffs are so good these days. We've seen guys recover from this type of injury and come back even better.
A line change here for Orlando.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Knicks.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And so with this win, they'll end this season series dead even at 2 wins apiece.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Here's Kolek. Pass to Yabusele. McBride on the wing. Black defending. McBride can't get it to go. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the right side. Here's De Silva. Here's Richardson. Batadze, the pass to Richardson. So New York takes this one by a big margin, and they advance to the championship round. Just one win away from hoisting the NBA Cup.
And you know, it should be an intense matchup. There's a lot on the line between the Cup